Hello everyone, it's Dr. Sam. I'd like to welcome you to my EyeClarity podcast. This is a show that offers cutting-edge information on how to improve your vision and overall wellness through holistic methods. I so appreciate you spending part of your day with me. If you have questions, you can send them to hello@drsamberne.com. Now, to the latest EyeClarity episode. Hey everybody, it's Dr. Sam, and I'd like to welcome you to another EyeClarity podcast. So today, I'm going to invite you into my office. I'm going to be giving somebody a session who's been diagnosed with dry eye. Anybody out there ever suffered dry eye? Well, I can tell you if you're on your screen for any length of time, that you may be drying your eyes out, whether it's the blue light, whether it's the confined focusing that you're doing. And the question I get a lot, what can be done? So I hope you enjoy the podcast. I'll be going in and out and making some comments, but here we go. You're dealing with dry eye syndrome, and I'm going to give you the answer on how to reduce the dry eye, not only the symptoms, but how to make it go away completely. So it's going to take a little, little practice on your part, but I think you can get there. So let me start with this. The eyelids have the glands that produce the tears that cover the cornea, the clear window of the eye. And so it starts with the health of the eyelids. And even if you don't think there's any inflammation in the eyelids, at some level, the eyelids are not either producing enough tears, or the tears they're producing evaporate. They go away too quickly. So in the evening, I'd like you to see if you can get yourself some organic castor oil. Organic castor oil. And you take a drop or two of the castor oil, just a little bit, on your fingers. You don't need a lot of it. And I want you to put the castor oil over your eyelids like this. So in other words, you're just going to put the castor oil over the eyelids before you go to bed. And what the castor oil does is it's going to improve the skin health in the eyelids. It's also going to help reduce any inflammation in the eyelids. And it's going to help to moisturize your eyes. In other words, they're going to feel moist when you wake up in the morning. Now, if you wake up and your eyes are dry, you could also do a drop on the castor oil and massage it again if you want to. And at the same time, do the 5% MSM. Okay, so you can do them in combination. Now, during the day, for this time period, you have to use the eye drops more regularly. So my suggestion would be you're going to be doing the 5% MSM. I'd like you to do those one drop in each eye, and you can do it up to 6 times a day. Now, there are 2 ways that you can apply the eye drops. One way is called the eye massage, and the second way is called the eye bath. So in the eye massage, you wash your hands, you put a couple of drops in the corners of the eyes with the eyes closed. So you can lean your head back, your eyes are closed. You take your fingers, they're clean, and you spread the drops along the eyelashes and the eyelids. So you're spreading the drops along the eyelids. The second way to do it is called the eye bath. And what you do here is your eyes are closed and you take the drops and you squeeze the bottle and you squeeze a couple of drops out to the edge of the eye and back into the inner part of the eye a few times. So the eyes are closed now and you're leaning back. You can even lie down if you want to do this. And now there's a lot of MSM that's in the eye sockets and in the corners, and then you open your eyes and you're going to get like 6 or 8 drops right into the eyeball. And this is going to be very moisturizing for you to give you more hydration. So 6 times a day, one of those times do the massage and one of the times do the bath. In addition to those eye drops, I want you to get a second type of eye drop that's homeopathy. It's a homeopathic eye drop. And there are 2 choices. One is called an Optique eye drop. It's by a company called Boron, Optique, O-P-T-I-Q-U-E, or you can get the Simalysan, S-I-M-A-L-Y-S-A-N. They sell them everywhere. They sell them, at Walmart or Whole Foods or something like that. And those drops, you just get one of them. You don't have to get both. With those eye drops, you're going to do 1 drop in each eye, and you're going to do that about 4 times a day. So the strategy is, in the evening, you're going to do the castor oil massage to keep your eyes moist. And then during the day, you're going to do these eye drops to keep your eyes wet and moist so that you can build a loading dose of enough water and hydration in your eyes so it reduces the symptoms. And when you use all of these products, they're natural, they're not going to cause more dryness, and they're going to give your eyes more of what they need. So they're going to feel better. And it's going to help reduce any inflammation, any problems like that. There have been a number of studies out there about dry eye syndrome related to hormones. And so this is related to a couple of points. Number 1, it's thyroid health. So you want to make sure you've got a normal thyroid. Number 2, adrenals. If your adrenals are overstressed, that's cortisol. And that also will dry your eyes out. Stress. And number 3 is estrogen. So if your estrogen levels are really high or really low, then you can also have a dry eye situation. I'm just stating those. You look pretty healthy, but if these other things are not working completely, then you should look towards the endocrine system to balance that a little deeper. But for now, we'll just assume that your endocrine health is good. In terms of fats and oils, I would recommend 2,000 to 3,000, I would say 2,000, let's say 2,000 milligrams a day of a good omega-3. There's also another new oil that's come on the market that specifically addresses dry eye, and it's called omega-7. And it's called sea buckthorn, SEABUCKTHORN. And this form of omega, this new form, has been helpful in reducing dry eye. So you could research it, you could look at it and see if it's something you want to add. Obviously, things like vitamin A and zinc are very important. And I need to bring this point up, that vitamin A is a fat-soluble vitamin. And we need to either eat a meal where we're getting some healthy fats, or the other side of it is if your liver is not producing enough bile or it's not being stored properly in the gallbladder, the bile is what helps you absorb the fat-soluble vitamin A. And I've worked with many, many people with chronic dry eye, and they're taking a lot of supplements, but in the vitamin A area, their liver and gallbladder are compromised, and they're not absorbing the fat-soluble vitamins. So what you would do there, if you think that you're not absorbing the vitamin A as well as you could be, you can supplement after a meal with bile salts, B-I-L-E, second word salts, S-A-L-T-S. So I don't know what the state of your liver and gallbladder are, but if you feel they're compromised at all, then I would consider supplementing with bile salts to help you absorb vitamin A better. Because vitamin A is very important for dry eye. And my eye vitamin has a good amount of vitamin A in it. You also need zinc to help you absorb the vitamin A. My eye vitamin has that. But it's just something to know about. Because again, when I studied functional medicine, I learned the importance of the liver and gallbladder as it relates to being able to supplement with fat-soluble vitamins. Now, the blue light that you're exposing yourself to, that is a natural drying agent. Blue light naturally dries your eyes out. And the blue blockers are good. I hope that you're taking some eye breaks during the day. But may I suggest, I'm going to send you an exercise that is a soft focus relaxation exercise that's going to help you be able to relax your vision and get a break from your screen time. Okay, so a couple of key points before we end the show. I think it's important to do some physical eye therapy exercises as a way to break up the trance that we all get into when we stare at our screens. So there's two exercises I recommended here. The first is called the Yin-Yang Peripheral Vision Exercise. And this is a great one as a soft focus. So it's on my website. I'll put the link up and you download the chart. You can print it out. It's a great way to open your focus and also use both of your eyes together. The second one is very famous. It's called the end palm hum. And that's where you rub your hands together, cup them over your eyes with your eyes closed. You breathe in through the nose, keep your mouth closed. On the exhale, you make a humming sound. And you do 8 or 10 of those. And then you realize once you take your hands away that you're much more refreshed, relaxed, centered. Remember, sound is one of the best ways to open up compressed tissue. And when you put your hands over the eyes, your hands are like tuning forks, so the sound goes right into the eyes. And that's a great way to relax and moisturize. So I've had great success with dry eye syndrome using many of these techniques. Again, you can look at some of my video blogs and written blogs on dry eye, the causes, the symptoms, and what you can do about it. So I want to thank you for joining us today, and until next time, take care. Thank you for listening. I hope you learned something from the EyeClarity podcast show today. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure to subscribe on iTunes or Spotify and leave a review. See you here next time.